sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap as part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. Off we go from downtown Indy. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago, he's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did CJ. So I think going in, they're motivated. I think they want to recapture a lot of the magic from CJ Stroud's rookie year and now see, okay, in year 3, with the pieces he has around him, they think the sky's the limit.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Kirk is the motion man. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down for Houston.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
An inside give to Marks. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver went through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Kirk is the motion man. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line. and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll motion a tight end right. Chubb. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
This defense is able to get here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
One more time, it's Chubb. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, former first-round picks, they get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one.
Oh, a loose football. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession, yes. Indianapolis will hold on to the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
From the gun, it's Jones. He takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get down, pick up good yardage.
3rd down, they need 5. That's Pierce in motion. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Play action now. It's Jones. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Jones. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren.
Complete to number 84, Tyler Warren. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
A 50-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
Colts 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Martins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with... This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Colts offense are now ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. He'll step up and run. He'll take this one up close to the 1st down marker. He spotted where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Waste of time.
In motion is Warren. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. as we are ready to get back underway. We'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Charvarius Moore, able to make the play.
It's a gain of 3. 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Now screen set up for Marks. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
9 yards. And the Texans first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans first down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On second down, a run with Marks. He'll get it out of 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Nico
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good, and the Texans go out to a 10-3 lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one, and they'll start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go right back to Taylor. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, Jones. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
At the 26-yard
And it looked
line.
like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Jones. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Sometimes it's just the case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Here's Noel. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Texans 1st down. A gain of 14.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down for Houston.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Right back to Marks on 1st down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a 1st down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
4-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Marks, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
One of the tight ends motions right. On play action, Stroud. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Cade Stover. Touchdown, Texans. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans move out in front by the score of 17-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Henry To'o on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
This one's just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That was incomplete.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. He'll set up to throw. That one out wide for Marks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. They'll run straight ahead with Marks. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got his tight end, it's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
10 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Stroud to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third down and 9. Throwing is Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's fourth down.
Sammy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jones keeping this one. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, it's Jones.
Jones pass complete to Alex Pierce. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Now, Jones. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. First down with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Jones to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. 3rd year man, Will Anderson gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll look deep for Pittman. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 78 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. His kick is good, and the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Texans 20, Colts 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now Stroud. Got his man, right side, it's complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First down.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
First down, Texans.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A tight end in motion now. On the give, it's Marks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Buddy Johnson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. He'll go again with Marks. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle.
3rd and 8.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Andy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Toss, running left, it's Taylor. Oh, yeah. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jones operating out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So on this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
Handoff here, and it's Marks. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Texans first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Throw on the run is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run with Marks. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here's Stroud. He'll try and get there and he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
One of the tight ends in motion right.
Two-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over.
Colts offense ready to take over once again.
21-yard line.
Now a play fake. Jones. He'll step up and run.
These plays just kill you. Defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
For Tyler Warren. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw is Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's caught. Ogunbowale. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Stroud. Picked off by the former Niner, Tarvarius Ward. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with great position. A short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. On the give, this is Chandler. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
In motion is Warren. They'll go again here with Taylor. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Colts.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Jones. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
E.J. Speed on the coverage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Gun, it's Jones. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Jones to the air again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
A 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within 2 scores.
29. Colts 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Going to set up to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down for Houston.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got him. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
As a cornerback, you're only going to get so many of these chances each game to make plays in the backfield. And so far, this guy continues to take advantage of them. That's 2 sacks so far. And with the way this game was going, I wouldn't be surprised to see another.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
13.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Alec Pierce. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's Jones to throw. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were...
So now Shane Steichen unhappy with the last call, and out comes the challenge flag.
Is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. Jones now on 1st down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Jones. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
To throw, it's Jones. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 59 yards.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Jones. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Room to run at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the
Well,
play.
that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Chubb. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They run a toss to Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A toss play really tests how well your linebackers can run sideline to sideline. He was also able to show how fast he can get downhill, being able to bring that runner down behind the line of scrimmage.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Stroud gonna tuck this one on his own read. And it looks like he's gonna have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Another Texans first down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.